Hey YouTube, what's up? This is JC Modern Warfare. I'm gonna run through my vinyls real quick, and I'm just gonna do a quick overview of them. Sorry I haven't been making videos in a while. Been busy with school and baseball, but I'll be back up as soon as I can. And I unboxed a few of them, but I haven't uploaded them yet. But the videos have already been made, so this is made after I unboxed them. But I'll put those unboxings up for sure soon. And we're just going to run through them by year that they were released. So, the first one is Please Please Me. This was their debut in England, and I believe in the US it was called Introducing the Beatles. Because England knew who the Beatles were, pretty much, because they came out of Liverpool. But the US really didn't know much about them, so they called it Introducing the Beatles. In England, of course, they just called it Please Please Me. And this is actually kind of a cool thing. I think they use this for, like, the Get Back thing. And, yeah, it's just really cool, and when you look at it, it's pretty simple, pretty basic. Now, this isn't the original, the original one that was released back in 1963. This is one released in, I think it was like 2009 when they remastered them. As you can see, it says stereo. The original would have said mono because everything back then was a mono. And I'll just run through the track list real quick. Side A, I saw her standing there, misery, and I go to him. Chains, boys, ask me why, please please me. Side 2 is Love Me Do, P.S. I Love You, Baby It's You, Do You Want to Know a Secret, A Taste of Honey, There's a Place, and my favorite, Twist and Shout. So altogether that's about 14 songs. Now in the US I think Capitol had a rule where they could only allow like 11 songs per album, so I think they'd take some of the songs off. But it was weird because I think all 14 songs were released on Introducing the Beatles. And now that's a really rare album to find. I don't know why. A lot of Capitol is really rare to this day. I have no clue why. But Please Please Me, it's really good. There's the album. There's the cover. It just says Parlophone. This looks just like the original mono, but it's not. It's a stereo, and I mean maybe they converted some in the 70s, but this is a new copy, and you know it's nothing big, nothing special. Copy Please Please Me. That's all I need. That's the first album I have. The second one is one I got for Christmas. You probably saw this unboxing on YouTube if you watched. It's A Hard Day's Night, and this is the soundtrack to the movie. I love the movie, by the way. I recommend you watch the movie. It's very good. It's about an hour and 30 minutes long. It's only an hour and a half. It's really short, but it's just basically the Beatles, a day in the life for the Beatles, basically. If you get it, you probably get the joke. But anyways, Parlophone. Again, it's a stereo. It's not a mono. It's not the original. And side A, Hard Day's Night. I should have known better. If I fell, I'm happy just to dance with you. And I love her. Tell me why. And Can't Buy Me Love. Those are all songs used in the film. Side B is just songs that they released on the album that I don't think were released on the US album. Anytime at all, I'll cry instead. Things we said today. When I Get Home, You Can't Do That, and I'll Be Back. Those are songs that were just put on the album, I'm going to guess. Like, again, this is the English edition. This isn't the Capitol edition. Capitol edition, I think, is more of a soundtrack. Same with Help. They took a lot of songs off of Help, including Yesterday, which I was disappointed to hear about the US version, because Yesterday is like one of my favorite songs by the Beatles. It's a sad song written by Paul McCartney, but it's a great song. And I'm trying to learn how to play it. And, you know, it's nothing special, but it's an album, it's a vinyl, and it's all I need to play. Just like I said with Please Please Me. And so, yeah, Please Please Me I rate about a 9 out of 10, 10 being the highest. This I rate about the same 9 out of 10. The next one is one that was passed down to me from my mom, and this one is an original mono, and it's a Capitol, and it's Rubber Soul. And I remember getting the CD, but I got the British edition on CD, which of course is the one you see nowadays. As you can tell, it's from the 1960s, because look, it's all like ripped on both sides. Well, this side, of course, is the opening, but this side's ripped. So I might duct tape that back. I might tape that back together, or else I might just leave it like that. I don't know. I'm debating. But Rubber Soul, like I said, Capitol had the 11-track rule, so they took off some songs from here. They took off Drive My Car. They took off Nowhere Man, What Goes On, and If I Needed Someone, which were great songs, by the way. I love If I Needed Someone by George Harrison. And, yeah, they replaced them with I've Just Seen a Face. Nowhere Man wasn't replaced. They just skipped from You Won't See Me to Think for Yourself. And they replace What Goes On with It's Only Love, and then they skip from Wait to Run For Your Life. So basically the tracks are on the Capital Edition. I've Just Seen a Face, Norwegian Wood, You Won't See Me, Think For Yourself, The Word, Michelle. And side B is It's Only Love, Girl, I'm Looking Through You, In My Life, Wait, and Run For Your Life. The British edition I'll just run through real quick because I got it memorized in my brain. It's Drive My Car, Norwegian Wood, You Won't See Me, Nowhere Man, Think For Yourself, The Word, Michelle, What Goes On, Girl, I'm Looking Through You, In My Life, Wait, If I Needed Someone, and Run For Your Life. But that's the British edition, but the US edition I already read, so yeah. And I rate this the Capital Edition, I rate about 7 out of 10. This next one is one of the ones I just recently got, and it's a very popular album. It's one that was very controversial back in 1966, 1965, and it is Yesterday and Today. And you will know this as the one with the controversial Butcher cover that was originally added. And this is not a Butcher cover, as you can tell, but I am curious, is this a paste over? As you can see on the end there, there's paper. Shot of George Harrison's face, but look at it, there's paper, and it looks kind of dark underneath. I've been asking myself, is this a paste over? And I got this at 23 bucks, and if this is a paste over, I got this at a really cheap price, and I'm very lucky to get this. And if you guys could help me answer this by looking at this, take a look at it. All right here. As you can see, there's the paper, and here's the original album cover. And yeah, it's a really nice album. This is my favorite album out of all the ones I own. And the tracks are from Rubber Soul and Revolver, because those both had songs removed. And Revolver, I think, got a couple songs, or the US got a couple songs from Revolver before Revolver was released in the UK and in the United States, of course. So the tracks are Drive My Car, I'm Only Sleeping, Nowhere Man, Dr. Robert, Yesterday, and Act Naturally. Side 2, And Your Bird Can Sing, If I Needed Someone, We Can Work It Out, What Goes On, and Day Tripper. I love all these songs. And of course, they advertise other Beatles albums on the bottom here. I got this off Amazon from someone who was selling on Amazon. And they sold out 23. They never said... I saw something that said paste on it, though. And I don't know if they're talking about this or what, but... if this is the paste over, I got this really cheap. And really can't see the record. I forgot to take the other one out, but it looks just the same. You know, the rainbow colored Capital. It looks the same for Rubber Soul. And so, yeah. And I rate this a 10 out of 10. I love this album. And so, yeah. Watch my review if you want the info about the Butcher cover. The next one is... probably another one of my favorites underneath Yesterday and Today, and it is Abbey Road. And you probably saw this unboxing too. I uploaded it not too long ago. And again, this is another replica. Well, not replica, but another remastered stereo. I know Abbey Road was only originally released in stereo. I made a mistake about the Parlophone, the mono thing. In the other videos, Abbey Road was not released as a mono. I think after... Sgt. Pepper's or something like that, they started doing stereo, or after one of them like that. And as you can tell, oh yeah, I'll read the tracks off this real quick. Side A, Come Together, Something, Maxwell Silverhammer, Oh Darling, Octopus's Garden, and I Want You, She's So Heavy. Side 2, Here Comes the Sun, Because You Never Give, and then you got the medley, which is You Never Give Me Your Money, Sun King, Mean Mr. Mustard, Polythene Pam. She came through the bathroom window, Golden Slumbers, Carry That Weight in the End, and then of course about a few seconds after the end is Her Majesty. And I love this artwork, the crossing thing, and I love the trees, and it has nothing on the front but the four of them crossing the road, and then on the back, Beatles Abbey Road, so you're going, oh, who's that, I wonder? Oh, it's the Beatles! Well, duh, you should know it's the Beatles, especially if you're a new person this day. And this one's black, surprisingly. The other ones are white, but whatever. This is, yeah, Abbey Road. It was probably one of my favorite albums. I really like this album. Again, I got this at Hastings. Not too long after I got, Hard Day's Night. And so, yeah. And I love this album. I give this one a 10 out of 10 as well. Has good bass lines on it, too, especially I Want You, She's So Heavy. Now this next one is one that I recently got. I haven't uploaded the unboxing for. Same with yesterday and today. I gotta upload that one. But this is a record that I didn't care for much, but I own it. I do like songs off of it, and I've gained appreciation for it. But I just don't like the record in general. And that record is Let It Be. Let It Be was the final album recorded by the Beatles. Although Abbey Road was the last, like I said, the last recorded album, this was the last released. And I like this John, Paul, Ringo, and George. Now on the back they did the same thing. John, Paul, Ringo, George. I'm disappointed in this album. This album skips so much. It's disappointing. Dig a Pony skips a lot. So does Let It Be. They both skip a lot. And this is the brand new record I also got at Hastings. But it was leaning up like this. It wasn't standing like this. It was kind of leaning like this. So I don't know, did the disc get warped or what happened? But I can't return it because no refunds. Because like I said, they're closing. So it's really sad that this album didn't come out like I expected. But I've gained appreciation for this album. I never cared for this album at first. I always looked at Let It Be and saying, oh, it's just a boring song. But I never listened to it. It's okay. But my highlights from this are Two of Us, Dig a Pony, Across the Universe, I, Me, Mine. One After 909, The Long and Winding Road, For You Blue and Get Back. Those are my highlights. But I'll read the whole track list off. Side A, Two of Us, Dig a Pony, Across the Universe, I, Me, Mine, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, me, mine, then now you should get what I'm talking about. Then there's Dig It, Let It Be, and Maggie May, of course. And if you're from Liverpool, you should know what Maggie May is, but it's a song about a prostitute who goes to jail, or who gets found guilty by a judge, which obviously she's going to jail for robbing a sailor. So it's a folk song from Liverpool. Then the side B is I've Got a Feeling, One After 909, The Long and Winding Road, which is a pretty sad song, actually, when I listen to it in its entirety. Then there's For You Blue and Get Back. Get Back's my favorite track off of Let It Be. It's just a really cool song. And yeah. So, I'd rate this a 5 or 4 out of 10. The album, the record itself, but the album, I'd probably rate a 6. The last one I got right here is actually a really interesting one. This is the Beatles, the Red Album, which is 1962 to 1966. So basically it has highlights from Please Please Me until like Revolver, somewhere in there. And it's a binder. It's a binding. And it's really cool. That's the picture. I don't know if you can spot all the Beatles in there. But yeah, I'll read the track list off really quickly. This is a long one. They are Love Me, side A on record 1. Love Me Do, Please Please Me, From Me to You, She Loves You, I Wanna Hold Your Hand, All My Lovin', and Can't Buy Me Love. Side 2 of the same one. Hard Day's Night, and I Love Her 8 Days a Week. I Feel Fine, Take It to Ride, and Yesterday. Although I have Yesterday off of Yesterday and Today, I have it on this too, even though I bought this one beforehand. Yesterday and Today was just one I wanted to own, I had to own. And then there's the second record, and that's side A is Help, You've Gotta Hide Your Love Away, We Can Work It Out, Day Tripper, Drive My Car, and Norwegian Wood. And side 4 is, side B, well they call it side 4 in here, but side B on record 2 is Nowhere Man, Michelle, In My Life, Girl, Paperback Writer, Eleanor Rigby, and Yellow Submarine. And yeah, Eleanor Rigby's from Revolver, and Yellow Submarine's also from Revolver, which was transformed into a movie in the late 60s. Cartoon, I didn't care for that one that much. I mean, it was okay, but I like the live movies better. I like Help, Magical Mystery Tour, and what's the other one? Hard Day's Night. I haven't seen all of Magical Mystery Tour in its entirety, so I'll have to go back and watch it. I only saw like the first 20-30 minutes of it, and then I stopped it because I thought it was going to be really boring, but yeah. This is on the front of the blue one, and I'm going to try and track down the blue one, actually, shortly. I got this at Bookman's for like $20, and so yeah, I rate this one definitely a 10 out of 10. It has really good songs on it. So yeah, that's all my records. Please comment, rate, subscribe. If you have questions about any of these, feel free to ask, and I'll try my best to answer them. So anyways, this is JC Modern Warfare. See ya.